Hi, I'm Gerry from Gerry's Craft Room, and in this video I'm going to show you the Tonic Studios Craft Kit number 18, and I have made some card examples for you. The kit comes again with the specialty papers with a very nice color scheme and a paper pad too, this time with 24 double-sided sheets of patterned paper. They are very well to combine and have 6 of each pattern, so you can use them in different combinations. And then you have the card kit wallet that you can keep in the binder. Inside is the die set with beautiful intricate dies and the stamps with big sentiments. And then there are the color products. The glitter and the dream drops are exclusive for this set. I show you the color of the glitter, which looks just like this, and the confetti with lots of color in them. And then the cute minis again. I'm a big fan of minis, they give you something to try. However, I do love Nuvo drops, so they can come in big bottles anytime for me. Last time I saw someone wanted to know about the colors of the drops, so I pre-made a bunch to show you the actual colors, and you can easily pre-make them on a piece of backing of double-sided adhesive. I taped it to some cardboard so it's easy to pick up and put it in a safe place to dry it. I let them dry overnight. Now for the first card I cut a panel with a big rectangle die and I'm going to glue it to a glitter card. I have made all the cards that I show you here in one day, except for the pre-made drops that took some time to dry. By the way, I added the products I used in the description box for you, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I take the two panels and tape them to a gatefold card. And a pattern paper on the inside of the card. You can decorate more if you like, or add a gift card. I cut a strip of white card and fold it around the card. I have another strip and tape that to the larger strip. I fold and tape the ends on the white strip around the card. Don't do this when it lies flat, so the paper doesn't tear. I have a bigger piece of white card to tape the strip in the middle. And some glitter card on top so it looks pretty on all sides. I stamped and embossed the sentiment and I'm going to add some drops to finish the card. By the way, if you feel inspired, I always love to see you make, so don't forget to use #Gerry'sCraftRoom when you share your work on social media. For the next card I tape pattern paper to a white card, cut 2 rectangles out of the top and bottom paper and I'm going to tape that to the card. I add a sentiment I embossed and I finish with some drops. And on with the next card. I cut some parts of the mini dies and fussy cut the outside. Just wiggle the paper so you get a nice soft shaped edge. I taped a piece of patterned paper to a card and I'm distressing the edge of another piece and I want the paper to tear. I make some V-shapes to tuck the pieces I fussy cut behind. I have a strip of the specialty paper and I sanded the edges and I lay that out on the card. I don't press it down yet. I cut a small frame in half and I'm going to glue that under the strip. I add the sentiment I stamped and embossed. Make sure to keep the little hearts that come out of the die, they make cute embellishments. I finish with some drops. For the next card I add a piece of white card to double-sided sticky film. I cut a big and small strip out of pattern paper and I'm going to add that to the adhesive. I press it down using the backing of the adhesive sheet. Now I sprinkle on the glitter and rub it in. I trimmed the edges and matted it on white card. I stamped and embossed the sentiment and add that to the purple card, some foam on the back for extra dimension, and I mat it on a white card again and tape it to the card. Finish with some drops. I told you I love drops and I do think they give a super finish to a card, and you can make them in different sizes. I'm going to add 2 colors. And here are the colors after drying. For the next card I cut a mirror card, taped it to a white card, and I cut a frame out of the glitter card and put tape on the back. Cut a bunch of strips and I tape strips behind the frame. This is a great way to use up some leftovers again. Tape the frame to the card. I stamped the sentiment and embossed it on vellum. Preheat the heat tool so the powder melts fast and the vellum doesn't warp. Some little dots of tacky glue on the back behind the sentiment. I pre-made the jewel drops like I showed you earlier in this video, and I'm going to adhere them to the card using the jewel drops as a glue. For the last card I want to show you, you don't need to make big cards with big dies. I cut the biggest frame twice opposite each other and some double-sided adhesive behind it, and I add the confetti. I press it down and I will shake off the excess. And then I add the glitter to fill up the open spaces. Some of the confetti will come off, so don't add too much glitter. And rub it in and shake off the excess. You can use a soft brush to brush away glitter from the paper. I cut a frame and matted it on white card and then on white foam for some extra dimension. And I taped the glittery frame behind it. And then I tape the whole piece to the card. I finish with a sentiment and some drops. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and make sure to keep on crafting.